Make the ground shake.
Today I'm here to take you on a journey through the highlights and history of Alpine Electronics, from its beginnings as an 8-track cartridge maker to a full-on car audio juggernaut. Have you ever heard of the Alps Motorola company? Yeah, me neither till I started doing research for this project. Turns out the Alps Motorola company was a joint venture between the Alps Electronic Company and Motorola. That was in 1967. In 1968 they started manufacturing 8-track cartridges, and by 1971 they were manufacturing the Handy 8 portable 8-track player and began to sell it nationwide. 1977 was the year the Alpine CM630 cassette player became an OEM radio for Lamborghini. I know many of you have had the posters up in your room. Heck, I've got one in my man cave right now. Then in 1978 the company changed its name to Alpine Electronics Incorporated. Shortly after that, in 1980, Alpine introduced the 7128 cassette player and also introduced the iconic green chiclets. They were a staple of almost all Alpine products of the era and would continue on for more than a decade. Then in 1986, Alpine introduces their first CD player, the 5900. While this wasn't the first CD player to market, it really raised the bar for any CD player that was going to be released after it. In 1989, they introduced the 3545, aka the Juba. This was one of the first big power amplifiers, and it included 3 30-amp fuses. It was rated for 700 watts, and at 17 inches long, this amp was and still is an absolute monster. Next up in 1990, they introduced the legendary 7909 CD player. This set a new benchmark in high-performance audio. In fact, this CD player was so good it spawned wall clocks that resembled the faceplate. And also in 1997, they released a 30-year anniversary edition with a bronze-plated chassis. These units still bring upward of $500 in today's market. In 1993, they introduced the Gp Shuttle. This was their first in-car navigation product, and it was a very big deal to have navigation in your car those days because mobile phones were still in bags, and TomTom was barely even a company at this point. In 1995, they introduced AINet in the Alpine CDA 7939. While this wasn't mind-blowing, it did allow a few things. Not only could it carry an audio signal like RCAs or DIN plugs, it also could control external sources through the head unit and work with CD changers and even iPods later on. In 2000, they introduced the Alpine F1 status, and it would be their flagship line. It still sets the bar for many products today. Not only was the craftsmanship top-notch, but the sound quality was simply incredible. The line included a CD player, a sound processor, component set, and a pair of amplifiers. Alpine has done many things since 2000, including introducing the world's first made-for-iPod head unit, the IDA X100. Over the years, Alpine has set the bar in car audio and continues to innovate, and I don't know about you, but I cannot wait to see what they do next. But until then, like, subscribe, check me out on Facebook.com/HifiVega and Twitter.com/HifiVega. Also, check out my other history videos and my video reviews.